Today we're talking about general tips and ideas for broader shoulders. This is an area I've always struggled with and still struggle with to a certain degree, but the following tips have really improved my shoulder width and appearance a little bit over the past year. Number one, shoulders are like any other muscle group. You can only build them to the degree at which you can engage them, that mind-muscle connection. So practicing isometric exercises like handstands or just simply holding arms out and flexing and then relaxing, contracting, and relaxing the muscles multiple times will bring about more of that just mental current going to the muscles, and that will make all of your exercises more effective. The other thing too is don't get too hung up on this idea of like working the very lateral deltoid kind of thing. You get this a lot in bodybuilding world where this is what I used to do, is just lateral raises, forever trying to get my shoulders to be wider. The size and width of the shoulder involves getting all of the major areas working the same, okay? You don't want to just have this working hard and this is kind of the front and the posterior deltoid. You want all three heads of your deltoid really working as much as you possibly can. So don't try and fragment the tension where it's like, oh, I got my lateral head and anterior and posterior, just shoulder, the whole shoulder. That's what you're trying to work, is the entire shoulder all at once. Also, yes, there are shoulder specific exercises, presses, handstands, that sort of thing, but take a similar route that I recommend with like core training, where even though you have particular exercises hitting that area, try and get that muscle group working with everything you do. Yeah, I don't care if you're doing pull-ups, push-ups, dips, curls, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, are your shoulders on and working to maximum capacity for every upper body exercise you could do. So think about it. What's going to bring more benefit? Doing 1 or 2 shoulder exercises once or twice a week, or making sure your shoulders are really working and involved with everything you do every single day? The volume is going to be much more impressive, so you'll get much more out of it. And then finally, too, don't neglect the idea of posture. A lot of times we can build muscle to be impressive, but if you're over and you're slouched and you're kind of hunched over like this, it doesn't matter. You're not showing off the muscles to an optimal way. So all of the exercises that optimize your thoracic extension, get your shoulders set down and back, bridges, the extensions, levers, all that stuff is key in showing off wide shoulders, because if your shoulders are the size of coconuts but you're still slouched over, it's still not going to look very good. So there are my tips for wider shoulders. Questions down below. Be fit, live free.